Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. As you can see right here, I've just finished this. On the menu today, we're going to be making a Indian style, with its spices, vegetable curry. I'm using coconut milk today. It's vegan. It's absolutely delicious. You can add any vegetables you like. The combination is entirely up to you. It's got a lovely creaminess to it, some really delicate spices, a little bit of chili that gives it a great kick. It's absolutely wonderful. Let's go and do it. Okay, let's just look at some of the ingredients we're going to be using today. As it's a mixed vegetable curry, of course you can use anything you like. Traditionally, pretty much with an Indian type of curry, you would have aubergine and cauliflower in it. That's pretty kind of standard. We're not using that today. We're just using different selections of veg. And like I say, you can use anything you want. Okay, let's have a look. So I've got some potatoes here. I've got some white mushrooms. I've got a little bit of celery. At the back there, I've got a garlic ginger paste, which is a 50-50 mix of garlic and ginger. We use that quite a lot because we make lots of food using that. If you don't have the paste, you can just get some fresh ginger and some fresh garlic and chop it up. Here I've got some fresh chili. I'm using a nice red hot one today. You could use a kind of more mild green if you like. There I've got some zucchini or courgette. I've got some frozen peas there. I really like using them. In here we've got our spices. Now I always call that the big four. That's equal parts of chili powder, turmeric, coriander powder and cumin powder. If you wanted, you could just use a regular blend that you may have already. I just find that to be a little bit better. Of course, onions, I'm using red. Go for whatever you like. In here I've got some whole seeds. This is our whole garam masala. Black mustard seeds, cumin seeds, green cardamom and some dried red chili there. The combinations of garam masala are absolutely endless, as you may know. That's what I'm using today. Down the bottom here I've got some carrots. Here I've got some fresh curry leaves. Again, they're abundant where we are. They might not be so easy for you to get hold of. You might be able to get them frozen, but if you can get them fresh, they are absolutely wonderful. They give an absolutely really distinctive flavour. Here I've got some cilantro or fresh coriander, which we're going to use. Here I've got some green beans or fine beans or French beans, whatever you may call them. We're going to start this off with a little touch of oil. I'm going to be using a sunflower oil today, but you can use any oil you like. Possibly ghee if you want as well. I mean, I'm going to keep this vegan. Mustard oil is quite good, or coconut oil could be really nice. We're going to add obviously a little bit of salt, and we're going to add some coconut milk to this. That's going to be the basis of the sauce. Like I say, add anything you like to this vegetable wise. So simple. It's going to be healthy. Let's go and do it. So here we go. I've got a nice pot there. You're going to need a lid as well for that. I've got my oil in there which is heating up. Like I say, I'm using a sunflower oil today. We're going to start by dropping in our whole seeds or garam masala. Like I said, there's some poppy seeds. Sorry, not poppy seeds, black mustard seeds. Dried chili, some cumin seeds and some green cardamom. And we want them just to cook in there a little bit. As they cook, they're going to pop and crackle in a moment, and they're going to really infuse that oil. Really important stage this is. And then we're going to start adding some vegetables. Now, basically what we're going to do is we're going to add the vegetables that cook the longest first. So I'm going to start off with my onions, my celery and my carrots. If you're going to use any other vegetables like that, or a nice root vegetable, parsnips or beets, you kind of need to get them in early, as opposed to your mushrooms or zucchini. They're kind of at the upper end of the scale. So this is coming along fantastically. I mean, I'm really happy with this. The smell already is incredible. So let's go in. First of all, just to really infuse this, we're going to go in with our fresh curry leaves. Like I say, if you can get these, absolutely fantastic. Now, when I drop these in, they're going to make quite a noise, so let's go and see. Not that noisy, in fact, they're okay. But wonderful, wonderful. Let's get our onions in. I'm going to go in with my carrots, and I'm going to go in with my celery. At this stage I'm now going to go in with my garlic and ginger paste. There's quite a lot there. I mean, I want this to have that real distinctive garlic ginger flavour to it. So there's about 2 tablespoons there. And like I say, you could, if you wanted, if you don't have the paste, just use some fresh chopped garlic and ginger. While I'm here, and I always forget, let's get a little bit of salt in. There we go. So we're on our way now. Let me just cook this. I mean, I'm on quite a high heat. Let me cook this just for about 3 or 4 minutes. I want all of those flavours to really kind of start doing their thing, and to give our harder vegetables like the carrots and the celery just a little head start. There we are. I mean, that's just a couple of minutes. I mean, these vegetables are still quite hard. Next stage is I'm going to add the next hardest vegetable in, which is our potato or aloo. Then I'm going to go in with our powders. Now, like I say, this is what I call the big 4. So I've got equal parts here of chili powder. I'm actually using the Kashmiri chili powder today. Haldi or turmeric, and coriander powder and cumin powder. In they go. Now I've had a few comments about when to add your ground spices, your powders. Some people don't do it this way. We're going to actually be cooking these here. Some people wait until we've got a lot of liquid in and then add your powders. You can do it either way. What you have to do at this stage like this is you don't want to burn your powders. If you burn your powders, they taste bitter. I think that's why some people add them later. But either way works. I'm now going to go in with my fresh chilli. I mean, this is a red hot one. That's actually a Scotch bonnet. So yeah, there's a whole lot of flavour going on in there, and quite a high heat factor. But you can use a more mild green type if you wanted. But I really love the taste of that chilli. And again, I'm now going to go in with my green beans or French beans or fine beans, whatever you call them, there's different names. Okay, we're going to go on with the lid now, and I'm going to lower the heat because we've been on a high heat so far. I'm going to lower that down, not to a simmer, but just above a simmer. And let's just cook that for about 4 to 5 minutes. Give it a stir all the time. If you feel like it's sticking at any point, simply just add a little dash of water to keep it nice and moist. Okay, let's jump in and take a look. Get some steam out of there. This is really coming together beautifully. You know, those vegetables are starting to cook. I mean, I'm quite happy if my vegetables are a little bit crunchy. I don't want to make a soup here, so I quite like them a little bit crunchy. Next up, I'm going to go in with those peas, those frozen peas, and I'm now going to put in my zucchini or courgette or kusa even. So, like I say, I mean, you can use any vegetables you like. I mean, if you wanted to put some eggplant or aubergine into this now, it'd be great. Cauliflower. maybe some plantain or green banana. That's always really good. And we're going to add coconut milk to this. And if you wanted to make it a little bit sweeter, you could maybe add some sultanas or raisins, or even a little bit of pineapple. You know, take it in a slightly more fruity, sweet way, but it can really work. Let's finish off now with our mushrooms. And again, we're going to go back on with the lid on a kind of, you know, above a simmer. You know, you can hear that noise. I still want it kind of cooking now. I don't want it to simmer away. And I'm not adding any tomato to this because I'm using the coconut milk. Usually I use tomatoes if I want a, you know, more kind of tomatoey base for my masala, which most of them are really. Lid on. I'm going to let that go for about another 4 to 5 minutes. Again, let's jump in, take a look. Get a load of steam out of there for you. Really happy with this. Like I say, it's not caught on the bottom, as you may be able to see. If it does, a little splash of water just really sorts that out. I'm now going to add some coconut milk. I'm just going for a regular can of coconut milk today. So, all my vegetables are in now, the ones I'm going to use. The only thing I've got left to add actually is some fresh cilantro or coriander. What I want to do now is I just want to bring this up to a boil. So I'm just raise the heat. Once it starts to kind of boil up nicely, now we're going to get it on a real simmer and let it go. This is going to let this go for about 8 minutes, I would reckon. But what you're looking for is a tenderness of your vegetables. So check out your hard vegetables and make sure they're, you know, they're tender and ready to eat by how you want them. And then this delicious curry, well, at least I think it's delicious, curry or masala, is going to be ready. So lid back on. It's already boiling up like that now, so I can simmer that now. That can go to a simmer, lid on. There you go. I'm going to let that go for about 7 or 8 minutes. Check the nice tenderness of the vegetables, how you want them. Give it a stir every now and then. See you in a minute. Okay, off goes the heat. Let's take a look. And that is looking beautiful. I mean, really nice and creamy. There's enough moisture in there. I don't want it any wetter than that. Really happy. Like I said, I'm going to just finish this off with one final ingredient, which is our cilantro or fresh coriander. You may well want to check this out for salt. It's going to be great for me, I know. I'm happy. Those vegetables are cooked just how I like them. Nice little bite to them. I still like that. But you guys go ahead and do it how you want. You could, if you want now, add, just at the very end, a little bit of garam masala powder. I'm not going to do that today, but yeah, that can add a nice little kind of finishing touch to a curry. I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm going to really love that. That's going to be fantastic just with some plain rice. I'll enjoy that. It's vegan, it's healthy. Add what you like, take out what you don't like. Just make sure that you enjoy it. That's the main thing. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you really soon. Lots of love.